Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the platform. It's your brother Bolo VNR. And in this one, Desmond McKenzie. Desmond McKenzie and Miss Natalie Nita Garvey. Beauty versus the Beast. You understand? No, it doesn't say that you joined Attil. Oh, yes, you did. Wait a minute. I see a star beside the name. A star beside the name would suggest that you have joined. Welcome to the membership. I have to big up yourself. They should have put it up on the screen, but I don't see where it usually would come up as a notification, but it didn't come up. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on Bolo VNR 2.0, remember to become a member of the channel. If you are a continued supporter and you like what you see over here, there's a lot of different wonderful perks. They have the emojis and all types of things, right? You'll get membership only videos, live streams, and live chats, exclusive content. You will be the first one to see it when it premieres, and then the general public will have an opportunity to see it. So it's pretty much a VIP type of situation, right? So yeah, man, I encourage you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the platform. Now let's get to Natalie Nita Garvey and Desmond McKenzie, the questioning, and it got real, ladies and gentlemen. Desmond McKenzie has had a terrible time of it in Parliament thus far. Terrible time. But we're going to get into the other part of that, alright? Let's go. Like and share. Get this video up to 1,000 likes. Let's get it.
To expedite the
Member Nita Garvey, your mic is on. Member Nita Garvey, your mic is on.
So, Madam Chair.
So I'm taking Member Nita Garvey's questions first. She is the... Go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We'll just go straight into the questions, Minister. And I am starting with the recurrent budget, 72,002, and looking at the reduction in the total recurrent budget from 36.49 billion to 27.9 billion, representing a serious cut. Even though I'm aware ODPM has now moved from your ministry, it still reflects a reduction, and I'm just wondering how you will cope with this massive reduction.
All right, remember, a lot of what you've seen reflected in the numbers was as a result of Melissa. So those funds that would no longer be relevant in the new financial year. And that is what speaks for the reduction. And also with the transfer of responsibilities from the Ministry of ARPEM to the Office of the Prime Minister also represents that significant reduction in the overall cost of the ministry's operation.
On the same page, Minister, I'm noticing a cut in the budget for salaries as well. And the last round of salary increases was really not fully funded by the Ministry of Finance. And municipal corporations have had to be stopping the gaps where there are shortfalls. In fact, many of the programs at the MCs are affected, and a lot of them are not able to place critical staff in place, especially in those areas like poor relief and so on. And I'm checking to see, Minister, why is the ministry really not dealing with local government being such an important part of the governance structure in Jamaica?
I want to set the record straight that there has been no reduction in the allocation to the ministry to cover salaries. What we have here is an amount of $2 billion was made available to the Jamaica Fire Brigade to cover certain aspects of the negotiations between the union and the brigade. Those negotiations are still going on, but the amount of $2 billion have been held over following the conclusion of those negotiations.
Minister, are you suggesting that the MCs...
And will be given back, and will be given back. Let me address the question of the municipalities and their responsibilities in terms of salaries. The ministry monthly have been providing the salaries to cover the employment of the staff that is on the establishment. So the MCs, if they are struggling to find salaries, is doing so outside of the approved establishment that was given to them for their operations. Now I have been hearing this argument about...
But Ms. Minister, there are approved positions, posts in the poor relief department and so on, which critical positions which they have not been able to fill because they have to be subsidizing the salary increases coming out of the compensation review by the Ministry of Finance. Are you saying that that is not so, Minister? I'm just asking.
Are you making reference to the positions in the municipal corporations, especially in poor relief?
To include poor relief officers and to include programs of work that they have not been able to accomplish because they have had to be subsidizing salaries in the municipal corporations following the compensation review. Funds which should have been sent over by the Ministry of Finance have not been sent to the MCs.
Remember, with all due respect, I want to dismiss it as being mischievous because it is not true. The Ministry of Local Government...
Hey, let me tell you something. You see, these people love to use respect at you. Thank you for becoming a member of the platform. Listen, these people love to use this word mischievous. Anytime the People's National Party looks to do their job pretty much, to get clarity on what's going on with certain things, the lady is asking questions. What kind of mischievousness they're talking about? I mean, they just use words out of context. It's like when Dalva said bad man. It's a bit dunce in real life. Like, bro, what mischievous they're talking about? If the lady does not know something, then she's gonna ask. It's all about getting clarity. You guys get very hot under the collar. The Jamaica Labour Party, if you notice them, they get very hot under the collar when it comes to accountability. It's like it's their kryptonite. Very, very simple questions become an argument. You understand? They don't like to be questioned. They want to have this autonomy where, oh, you don't question me because I am Lord. The only entity that has autonomy that doesn't get questioned is God Almighty, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Nobody else, no other entity. Let's get that straight. So I don't know about the rest of you Jamaican people, but you see these types of politicians, they need to go away. They just need to get out of our politics. Because we cannot tolerate this. We cannot grow as a country with politicians that refuse to be held accountable. I want to have a fit over being accountable. Just answer the damn question. Talking about mischievous. To suggest that the lady is being mischievous and she knows and when she doesn't know. You're the one being mischievous. That's another thing with the Jamaica Labour Party. They love to project every word they say in description that is bad about the PNP. They are the ones that is their own character. Point blank period. Let's continue.
Always, and let me say this, the municipalities, when the new system came into being, we met almost every week at the ministry to discuss the new structure. Every single municipal body accepted what they got, indicated that they are satisfied and that they are in a position to meet their obligation. No, the Ministry of Local Government has been paying the salaries to the municipal corporations. The municipal corporations, some of them have gone outside of their approved budget and have employed persons. Let me make it clear. The municipal corporations are self-sufficient. There is almost 21 schemes of revenues that are available to the municipal corporation. The Ministry of Local Government has control over only 3 of those revenue schemes: the parochial revenue fund, property taxes, and trade license. The other source of revenues are used at the discretion of the municipal corporation.
But with all due respect, Minister, I understand you. I understand you clearly. However,
but I have to make this clear because this argument has been going around now for too long, and I want to dismiss it. I want to dismiss it. Okay, I want to dismiss it.
Minister, I dare say that this problem is not just in municipal corporations headed by persons of the opposition as mayors. Your own mayors on your own team are having the same difficulty. And that difficulty, I'm asking that if you are not aware of the full circumstances, I'm suggesting coming out of this standing finance that you take a deeper look at what is happening with the shortfalls, which is, yes.
You know, Minister.
Hold up, Minister has responded.
I'm going to move on to the next question.
It can't be made as a statement of fact if the Minister has said it is not the case.
But all I said to him was,
you see, this is what I don't like about this lady, and I cannot wait for God to remove them from office. You understand? They are a stain on democracy. She just allowed Desmond Mackenzie to go on a rant about dispelling something, and she does not have the right to rebuttal to inform us of what is really going on. The lady said, I dare say that there's people that are on your side that is complaining about the same thing. So in case you don't understand the scope, she's not saying he's lying, you know. She's saying if you don't understand the scope of what is going on, you need to go do some deeper investigation. So why is it that he can tell her what he's telling her, but she can't tell him? And then this one here, so I come jump up. I don't even want to hear her. I'm going to pass her. I don't want to hear her. Sure.
Minister, as it relates to...
Can I just say this? Can I say this? The ministry did assist the MCs. We made provisions immediately after Melissa, and a substantial amount was provided to carry through, because the property tax is one of the schemes that the revenues to pay salaries come from was very low. So let me say this, member. I understand. I was mayor of Kingston for 12 years. I know what it was. but the fact is, and I'm going to say this, and perhaps as a minister, I will have to take some responsibility. The municipalities right across the country must begin to show some level of personal responsibility in how they are administering the affairs. Because if they are doing it the right and proper way, they would be in a position, based on their revenue earning potential, to at least help themselves.
Minister, I tend to disagree with you, because the truth is, I believe, and you made a statement, and I am entitled to my own experience as a councillor for 10 years, that the revenue which reaches the municipality just simply isn't enough to carry on the mandate of what is required at the local government level. And that's a fact. And there are many streams you refer to that are just not earning what you are talking about. So when a councillor is given an allocation of an amount of $3 million or so, he's hardly able to repair a road in any substantive way. So our municipal corporations are woefully underfunded. And you and I, who have been councillors, we know that it is woefully underfunding. And I'm not saying it is a result of your leadership, but I am saying that we have not given, and I'm not saying it as a result of this particular ministry, but we have to do better in terms of how we fund local government to be able to carry on the work required of local government practitioners.
And remember, I would not deny for a moment.
Yes.
That especially the existing fee structures need to be addressed. We started that process some time ago, which we lift the restrictions. Well, I want to say the restrictions. We approve especially building fees, where we standardize building fees right across the country to bring all the municipalities on the same level when it comes on to building fees. We were reviewing the question of signs and billboards, but we didn't reach anywhere. We are now going to recommence looking at the existing fee structures of the municipalities in order to allow them to, look at increase in the fees, the revenues that they presently have at their disposal.
We're at one on that.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Yo, the man just said them need to take responsibility and them have enough funds. Nita Garvey dispel that. I know him I say him agree. Yo, them money are too much cutlass, That's why I can't trust them, Them money are too much cutlass. There is no truth that comes from their lips. Every time they open their mouth, just expect one lie. Can't trust them. Because what they do is sensationalize. That's what I've realized about the Jamaica Labour Party, This government under Andrew Wallace, they are good at sensationalizing. So instead of looking at the problem for what it is, they go, listen, but we are doing, but there is plans for, but we are going to address, but no, but what is the issue now? What is the current reality? That's what they do. And I see right through it because I'm listening to them over and over. You see, I'm the wrong one, I tell them, Bolo VNR is the wrong one for you to start listening to you over and over and over again. Because I see through the nonsense. I see the gaps in the argument them wanna make. It's crazy to me, but let's continue. There's more. Oh wait, there's more.
I'm now at 72,015 social support for the poor. And Minister, I am seeing where that allocation is flat. And that area, I believe, is severely affected. Some of our poor relief regions are really without the adequate number of officers required to do the work. And the provisions for the indoor poor as well. I am not pleased with even the level of nutrition being provided for our indoor poor. What is the plan to stop the gap in this budget to improve the service we offer to our outdoor and indoor poor?
All right, member, I will say to you that the amounts allocated could be far more in terms of the services to the poor. We have been getting incremental increases over the years for the infirmaries, for the outdoor poor. We have gotten some money in this year's budget for the construction of indigent housing. I am sure that based on the current situation, we will be approaching the Ministry of Finance in the new financial year for further assistance when it comes on to our poor relief program.
Good to hear that, Minister, because
that goes without saying. And we have been meeting with the poor relief officers right across the country to look at the programs, and based on the commitments in terms of building new infirmaries within the new financial year, I would not be too worried about the numbers as I speak right now.
Well, I can only speak to what I see in the books.
Right, and so I'm giving you that assurance.
So I appreciate the fact that you have indicated that they are reaching out to the media. 72,009 solid waste management services. Minister, for me this is an area that is a really sore point, very sore point. And the budget is some $8.5 billion, and that is down from a revised budget of $9.7 billion in the current fiscal year. Most of that cut, $1 billion, is in the area of garbage collection and disposal. Minister, every community, we don't know if there's one in Jamaica that is not struggling with garbage collection. And oddly, me and your friend, but him know who we're talking. But it is a genuine problem across Jamaica. And if we are not able to keep our communities clean, our people won't be able to lift their spirits, their moods, their attitude, because your surrounding also determines how you behave. So I'm wondering, Minister, what are we going to be doing to improve garbage collection to our citizenry across Jamaica? 1. 2, how is it that to this blessed day...
Hold on there. Wait. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. The point that she's making about your surroundings is a point that my mother make all the time. Because my mother is a clean junkie, My mother is a clean junkie. If you left my mother alone, she will, I say to her, she will clean the whole day. The the whole day with and resting at the night and get up come clean again. The same house she clean yesterday, she come clean again. My mother is a clean junkie. You understand what I say? So the point is this. She is absolutely right. The attitude and the spirit of the people changes dramatically based off of their surroundings. If you have a clean surrounding and it things them in order and things set one way and organized and it's beautified, it lifts the spirit of the people. Now what we're having here in Jamaica now is that every community, and this is not a lie, my community is no different than living in Jamaica. Let me tell you, you don't need to go far to see places where I just garbage dash down and no proper taking up a garbage. It is the reality. It is shameful and it is what it is. But I want to remind you of something, ladies and gentlemen. Who remember this? I'm going to play a little audio for you, man. Let me play this audio for you. Something that was quoted by the Prime Minister's wife. Janet, good night. Petal, how are you doing? Something that was quoted by the Prime Minister's wife. Want to listen to this?
Comrades, we have to take home is rural. I know you can do it because the person who is in parliament representing you right now is the person who says everywhere garbage there, and there's a PNP go live. No, if that is...
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Speaker of the House that is in the House right now, Juliet Owens said that out her mouth at a campaign rally, that everywhere garbage there, a PNP there. Well, every single community in Jamaica is ravished with garbage, but I only win the election. So it's either two things. It's either on the TV election, right, and the whole entire Jamaica PNP, or JLP communities have garbage in it too. So wherever you find garbage, you find JLP people, no P people, and also PNP people. I don't know if she ever apologized for that, but even if she did, we still hold it against her. She damn out of order. But here we have it, a freedom government in a power, ladies and gentlemen. It's their government in power, and we're having a garbage issue. Garbage is not being collected properly, but let us hear. Thank you very much. Keep it honest, because I said, let us hear what the response is from Desmond Mackenzie. Let's continue.
I still cannot get a schedule for garbage collection in any community across the constituency. I would like to know that the management process can take us to a place where if it is only once a week, that the people in Knowledge Housing Scheme can know that on a Wednesday, they can put out the garbage and be sure that the NSWMA will collect and that the dogs won't do what they do.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
And the rodents.
There's no denying that garbage is not a major problem, but I would not agree with you that there is no community in Jamaica that is free, that is not free of garbage. Even in inner city communities, there are clean communities. But remember, let me say this: if the country,
I said I didn't know of any. So
remember, please. And I believe if there is one thing that can unite
would you want me to ask all the questions about NSWMA, or would you?
No, I want to answer the question about the reduction in the thing. You are seeing a reduction of 1.3 billion, and that is a result of the third supplementary estimate. So when you take that out, but it is important for me to make the point that the National Solid Waste Management Authority have seen an increase in the allocation. So it is not that we are not providing the resources for public cleansing. And let me say this, and I want to speak to the country, because
But, not just with respect, if we are suggesting that the money is there and is adequate.
No, I never said it was adequate.
Well, that's what I was saying when I spoke to you.
I'm not saying that it was adequate. But what I'm saying.
So what was the damn point of talking about there was an increase in allocation? What you're telling us is that you have increased the allocation in the effort to collect garbage, and garbage is not being collected. So therein lies a very serious problem. It's a similar thing with Cornwall Regional Hospital. Arlene, good night. Celine, good night. It's a similar thing with Cornwall Regional Hospital. When you look at Pinnacle took less than a year to be fixed. It's harder to build, and they spend less money building that building. But as a government contract in terms of Cornwall Regional Hospital, it was 2 billion, and then it rose up all the way to what, 21 billion estimation, and still hasn't been fixed in years, and all it's doing is being repaired. So there's an efficiency issue with your government and your governance. That is the real problem. That is the real problem. Let's continue.
We have been increasing.
No, I understand that, but I'm not seeing.
On a yearly basis.
We understand that.
And there are times within 2, 3, if there are, say, 2 supplementary budget within the financial year, solid waste would enjoy consideration.
Yes,
right? But let me just say this, member. Solid waste is covered from property taxes. Property taxes, and I want to remind this parliament, in 2016, when we took office, we were collecting under $5 billion for property taxes in Jamaica in 2016. Out of that figure, we owed the Jamaica Public Service Company almost $7 billion in streetlights. We were able within 3 years to increase property tax collection to almost $8 billion. And then the following year after, we were able to write off, to pay off the debt of over $7 billion to the Jamaica Public Service Company. And from that, we have been debt-free. Remember, property tax alone is not adequate to meet the needs of the National Solid Waste Management Authority.
Well, if that's the case, my question is this. How comes the PMP was doing it when they did in power? Because according to you, they weren't collecting as much. But I've never seen garbage. I've never seen Jamaica this filthy under the People's National Party. I kid you not. I've never seen it. And somebody can correct me if I'm wrong and tell me if I lie, I tell. But I've never seen it. I've never seen Jamaica this filthy. Every single corner you go, everywhere you look, garbage, 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 dump, 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 dump. So I don't understand. I don't get it. But let's continue.
It is impossible for solid waste alone. Property taxes is what pays the municipal corporation. Over 300 million a month is provided to pay the municipal corporations across the country.
So, Minister, I'm hearing you.
Right.
And I know all of the competing issues that require funding in your ministry. I am, however, at this time, speaking specifically to the cleanliness of our country and how it is that we intend to rectify how dirty some of our communities are. That's really where I am, Minister.
Okay.
And that if it is that we don't have sufficient funding, then we must find a way, separate and apart from what is collected by the local authorities, to be able to fund the garbage collection and disposal. If not, we're going to be back here next year with the communities in the same position, with contractors complaining that they are months behind in payment. And if they are they, Minister, are contractors, because they're still complaining that they're months behind in payment? Contractors are saying from Melissa they're still waiting on payment. So everybody's paid up and everybody's good?
Member.
They're not giving you a chance to set it straight.
Member.
We have to show be it, we have to be it.
Member.
Show be it. Show.
Member, I want to say this.
Yo, me say, yo, them stuck dead man McKinsey a while ago in a one time warp, in a one time loop. Member. The man a stammer. The man a stammer. Hey, Beauty and the Beast. In Kiaman is not a Limita Garvey. She is. This is a class. This is intelligence versus arrogance. That's what you're witnessing right here. You're witnessing a man that has a temper issue, and you know, I don't know his education level, but my God, it doesn't seem very high to me. Being he's an MP and all, it doesn't seem very high. Honestly, the man is getting angry and hot at the collar for no reason at all, and the lady is asking, what are we going to do? You admitted that the situation is dire. What is the plans to get it done? Right? That's where we're at. And then secondly, I mean, it is being said, she never said it's true, you know. She said the contractors are saying them still not get paid. It's not she saying member. You know, member? You still are the power member.
Yeah.
Despite the challenges of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, the organization is at the top of its game as I speak in terms of its credibility and its performance.
Yo, these people really talking double. What do you mean despite of the challenges you're on top of your game? Brother, when you're on top of your game, you don't really have them type of challenger where we are here about garbage not being collected properly. You're not being honest about the situation, and this is the problem in Jamaica. If we do not recognize the problem, it cannot be fixed. And I think these guys are living in Lulu land. They are living in Lulu land. They don't want to face the reality that they're doing a piss poor job, and they need to change something, so they're doing the same thing over and over again and expect to collect our tax dollars, and then we know just take it. What the hell? What can go so?
We have challenges. Right? We speak about garbage collection, and let me just give you some figures that would probably help you. The total backlog of garbage collection right across the country is about 218 backlog. It is loads we're talking about. 218 truckloads backlog. It is the intention of the organization, despite the challenges with Melissa, because solid waste also, because of Melissa, they had to respond island-wide to debris management cleanup right across the country. And I want the country to have an appreciation for the work that they have been doing.
Were additional funds allocated for the? Were additional funds allocated to the NSWA to assist with the debris management? Right. Was that at the expense of the regular garbage collection in the country while they were doing?
No.
Is it that private contractors were engaged to do this, or were they primarily NSWA trucks?
Private contractors and government trucks. We brought into the system 10 tipper trucks to assist in the debris management cleanup, especially in the 7 most affected parishes. But I was making the point that Christmas season is always the season that more garbage is generated in the country more than anything. And we saw that last year. It is the intention of the organization to work assiduously to reduce the backlog. There will be an extensive public relations campaign, because if the truth be told, we need to say to Jamaicans that they must also take personal responsibility as to how they dispose of their garbage.
I agree, but we're getting back to the budget, Minister.
No, we're talking about the budget.
No, man, wait. I don't want us to go too far. And then, you know, I'm not. I don't want to be here till 12, so I try to help you along, Minister. Just to ask for the 4.7.
And let me say, there are no outstanding bills owed by the National Solid Waste Management Authority. There are no outstanding bills, no payments.
All right. So how are we planning to erase the backlog? I noticed you had some $4.57 billion on page 72,001, right? I just want to know where, what else, because I'm not seeing any other funding to assist you in clearing the backlog. What is that and where is that? And I'm not seeing any capital budget for you either. Mr. Gordon, sorry.
You remember, there's an overall increase to the National Solid Waste for Garbage Collection. And we got an additional, in this year's expenditure, we got an additional $3 billion in the new expenditure to assist solid waste.
We clearing the backlog?
For public cleansing.
For public cleansing?
For public cleansing.
Yeah? What page is that?
This is,
The one you missed me.
but I'm telling you, there's this $3 billion within.
Stop lying.
I never see it, so I have to ask you to tell me which page.
Stop lying. Stop.
72.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk. What can go
If you go to 7210, you will see a substantial amount that was allocated based on Hurricane Melissa. This was what was approved in the estimates of 25-26. It was revised to over $7 billion for Hurricane Melissa and clearance of bills. So when you do the maths and take it out, $3 billion is left for public cleansing. So it is here. So we can send you the schedule if you need it, member.
Yeah.
So you can have a look at it. Okay?
Send me that one, because I'm not able to rectify that at this moment. But I will take a deeper look at it. Because I'm not seeing in the... It was supposed to be.
It is there.
So it's not supposed to be there, no?
7210.
No, but I'm saying, in the current fiscal year, I'm not thinking it would be available.
This is 26-27, you know. This is for 26-27.
You said 25-26,
No,
and that there were 3 million left, 3 billion left back.
No. I gave what was approved in 25-26. Okay? And then we got an additional amount. It was revised in 25 through the third supplementary estimate. So we got back out of the... Oh, you mean we can't get it back? Just look in the book.
Are we...
Right, so it is there. Have a look at this. Sure.
Minister, are we planning to purchase any additional crane trucks to assist?
Yes, we are. And I'll be speaking some more about that in the sectorial. Based on the whole reconstruction that is taking place, there are going to be some involvement, not just for the National Solid Waste Management Authority, but also for the Jamaica Fire Brigade.
Okay. On 72,013, Minister, as it relates to the fire services, the provisions for the fire services really have been cut as well by almost some $100 million. And the hydrant, which I talked about last year, I'm back again with the hydrant rehabilitation program and maintenance program. Despite the growth of the high-rise buildings, I am not seeing where we have improved our hydrant maintenance program. And it's very nerve-wracking for many citizens should there be a fire.
Can I respond to that? As of December 31st, there was a total of over 20,000 hydrants across the country. When compared to the 20,151 hydrants at the end of 2024, this shows an increase of 385 or 2% of hydrants across the country. So there has been in fact an increase in the number of hydrants across the country.
Talking about the maintenance
well,
and rehabilitation,
I'm
because of that
also.
number that you already have, Minister. How many are indeed working?
So I'm coming to that also. The total number of working hydrants stood at 16,161, or 78% of the amount of hydrants. And this shows an increase of 1,633, or 11%, when compared to 14,000 reported at the end of 2024. It is to be noted that the total of 385 new hydrants were installed in 2025. Now, the maintenance of hydrants have been taking place.
Just on the same matter that you just spoke, Minister,
Yeah.
have we ever done, I'm going to allow you to finish, but just to finish up a question on fire. Have we really done an analysis of how many hydrants we need, given the increased number of buildings that have been going up? Certainly in the
me tell you something, man. Socialists are no fool. That is the exact question. I don't want you to say, no, this is my raw reaction to this, no. That is the exact question I was going to get to. Based off the amount of buildings and new buildings and construction and high-rise buildings, have you guys done an assessment as to what is the right amount, standard amount of fire hydrants do we need? And when you compare that to what you have, how do you grade yourself? Well, let's continue.
urban centers.
Yes, it is a part of the whole development approval process, where the assessment has to be done before the approvals are granted. And let me make the point. The inspection is done by the Jamaica Fire Brigade, and it is done to the specification. What the brigade asks for is what has to be provided. And I want to give the country the assurance, because it was just earlier this week we were discussing with the brigade about the whole question of earthquake and the amount of high-rise buildings going up across the country and the safety features around fire prevention. And
But hold on there. Desmond Mackenzie and the JLP look like them a listen to your prophecy, them man. We are come out about earthquake. So him say, him actually asked the fire brigade about the earthquake situation. Let me play that back. Hey, that demonstration catch me ears, you know. Hold on there. Listen to this.
the inspection is done by the Jamaica Fire Brigade, and it is done to the specification. What the brigade asks for is what has to be provided. And I want to give the country the assurance, because it was just earlier this week we were discussing with the brigade about the whole question of earthquake and the amount of high-rise buildings going up across the country and the safety features around fire prevention. And I want to give the assurance that the Jamaica Fire Brigade is on top and has been working with the municipal corporations and the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management when it comes on to the installation and inspections of fire hydrants.
I'm not seeing any capital budget for any new fire units, and I'm seeing a reduction in the budget to rehabilitate existing units, some from some $135 to $58 million. I'm just wondering why is that, one, and two, for safety gears and equipment for our firefighters, how are we improving in that area when we are told by some firemen that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 have to be using the same air apparatus for breathing?
Minister, colleague, I want again to say how unfortunate that statement was, because let me say this, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this administration since 2016 has provided more resources, equipment to the Jamaica Fire Brigade than any other government has. And let me say this, please, member,
You see, this is the problem in Jamaica. This is why we can't get anywhere. This was not a political question, you know. They always go back to years ago. What is the current situation? The people them inside, the worker them, the fire brigade men them, they are the ones saying, oh my God, this is an issue. So why is it unfortunate that they should come out and say it is an issue? What are you suggesting, Desmond Mackenzie? The firemen that come out and say it's an issue, that they are PMP? How do you, listen, he cannot tell if the fire brigade will be available after earthquake. Listen, that is a whole other conversation, Elena. But what I'm saying is this. Yo, this is very, very sad. This is because, listen, in a government, the government should want to, in my purview, improve things and improve the people's lives as much as possible without going back to what the administration before did do. Why they play politics? It's like, my God, she did not ask the question in a way to tear down or attack the minister, you know. This is why I labeled my live stream on the thumbnail Beauty and the Beast. These were very simple, beautifully eloquently asked questions. It was not asked with malice. These are issues that the people have, and the people want some answers, right? And he has to be this demonstrous and defensive because they know deep down they're not doing a good job at whatever it is that they're doing, and it's just the truth. It's terrible, man. We can't take no more than my people are bridging. We can't get nowhere positive.
Remember, if we look at what was done, breathing apparatus, okay? How much of these we have provided? Bunker gear, right? Bunker gear. In 2020, 25, 26, 250 sets of bunker gear at a cost of $124 million. Fire hose over $10 million. Industrial washing machine, including installation of solar water heaters to wash bunker gears, face masks.
No, I don't.
If you look,
I don't.
Provisions are made.
So
for
Minister,
this year, remember, please. Please.
No, I'm not helping you, You
Please.
have nothing sticking to the page and the budget numbers.
Please.
So the minister is going where you're going into the sectoral debate, and the minister is walking you through elements of the sectoral debate. He won't have to bother to give it again. So he's moved.
And this year report from last year.
So the estimates
from last year. Therefore, Madam Chair, with all due respect, allow the minister to finish. I am allowing him. I am allowing him to finish because I will have to say.
Remember.
Embarrassing.
The estimates for 26-27 is required to procure the following equipment: 200 set of bunker gears, structural and bushfire, inclusive of clearance custom fees over 116 million. 10 self-contained breathing apparatus at 16.5 million, 45 self-contained apparatus cylinders, 17 million, 4 structural ramps, EMS equipment over 4 million, adult material response equipment 21 million.
Minister, against what is required.
What?
Against what is required. So if we need 1,000 and you provide 10 last year, we still need 990. So with all due respect, the grandstanding not working, Minister, because we know we don't have the equipment that we need. We do not.
Can I say to you?
That is why we're still struggling.
Can I say to you, member? Go to page 7.
Can I say to you, Desmond Mackenzie, please shut up. You just got embarrassed because that is the whole point of this thing. Don't tell us what you have done. What is it that we actually need versus what we have? We're talking about the fire brigade. This has to do with people's lives. If the fire brigade is not equipped properly, then how do they save people's lives? How are they efficient? How are they quick? You know how fire spread fast? This is not something to be grandstanding about. Humble yourself. Humble your damn self. This means humility, but humility is not a part of the Jamaica Labour Party because you don't follow the philosophies of Michael Manley. A politician needs to be humble, humility, and integrity. grandstanding talking about how much you have give. Exactly. If we need 1,000, I give it 10. We still need 990. You have gone nowhere. That is why you guys are so defensive in these finance outings. We have to outline what it is that you're actually doing and what it is that you've actually done and what actually needs to be done. Mighty God. No man.
72,013, and you will see acquisition of firefighting equipment. This is not a bag-of-mouth government. This is a government of performance.
Minister,
when it comes on responding.
You have no capital budget, Minister. You can't buy no new units because all I'm hearing now is a bag-of-mouth coming from you. And I'm not seeing the money to back up the mouth, Minister. Holy pot chat. Holy pot chat. All right, so
you can.
I am now at Minister. I am still insisting that our fire department is woefully lacking in gears and equipment.
30 brand new fire trucks in less than 6 years. Never before. In these Jamaica fire brigade. Never before.
7,214. Can I ask my next question now?
And member Nita Garvey. Member Nita Garvey and Minister.
Minister, all right. Minister, all right.
No, Minister, all right. But Minister is not the only.
So I only have 2 questions left. Read
No, the answers.
No, I'm not. You're not getting cool, Lillian.
Remember, Nita.
Let's him give it to you. So, Minister, I'm asking about the trucking of water. A serious problem in the area. And rural development. Rural development is part of the Ministry of Local Government, right? And
you know, I love how Natalie Nita Garvey just dismissed Juliet Bones a while ago neatly. Minister, trucking, it's a very, very serious issue because all she's doing is wasting damn time and trying to help Desmond McKenzie and to protect the status quo of the illusion that Oceanwide and other paid entities of the Jamaica Labour Party come out and try to create this facade of how the country is running well. When these issues are very, very serious issues, garbage collection, right, and the fire brigade, that's huge. Garbage collection can lead to further issues where health is concerned. And remember, they have sent home the Cuban doctors, ladies and gentlemen. We have a medical crisis as it is already. So you can imagine, I'm telling you guys, pray to God to help you to maneuver this time. It is going to get very, very serious under this government. These sellouts. Let's continue.
The same provision for the last 3 years. The Ministry of Water has already indicated that lower than expected rainfall, right, for this year. So I want to know, how can the $104 million serve 14 municipalities to provide this vital service? Most of our municipalities, none of the truck them now work, or one of the truck is working, and I am asking because I represent communities as well, and we suffer for water.
I remember we'll be working closely with the Minister of Water. The allocation for the trucking of water still remains the same as of last year. We have already started the discussions with the Minister of Water to be a part of that wider drought control situation. We are a part of the council. We sit on the council that deals with the question of drought control and the approach that is to take. We will be providing resources.
If the Minister of Water assists you, that's what you're saying?
No, we do have money. We do have money in this year's budget to provide water, and we can also, turn to the equalization fund to assist us also in doing that. Okay? Already we have been getting requests. From MCs to assist in the trucking of water, and we will be responding in a positive way.
My commendations, Minister, on the long overdue groundbreaking at Alexandra Market. I'm very pleased for the people of those communities.
Thank you. Thank you.
But there are many others who, yeah, they have to be about, however. But I gave him the props. I gave him his props. But Minister, the market at Ocherius, are you aware that the bathroom facility there has not been working for 2 years?
And that is not true, member.
It's true.
Member.
I'm just asking if you're aware. Because I don't think you know.
Member. You know, member.
I'm just asking if you're aware.
I'm serious, member.
Member Nito, Minister, Member Nito Garvey. Does that conclude your question? No, she said it was her last question.
Yes,
Come in. All right, Minister.
Me say, when you want to see the pain where the Juliet Holden's face, the pain where Natalie Nita Garvey put her. Me go screenshot this. The pain when Natalie Nita Garvey put her through to endure the questions, the critical questions that exposes this government, and they try to protect themselves from. That's why she's there now. She's very biased, right? And then we can link somebody from Ochi now where they in a market and ask them if the bathroom them now work for 2 years, and then we tell me if the bathroom now work for 2 years. So when them go chat about a lie, we can find out if it's true or not. And that's why it don't make no sense a lie. It don't make any sense, bro. When you fail, admit say you fail, and just make you know say, alright, this is an issue and we're gonna get on top of it. And you move on. And make sure you get on top of it, You see, because if the issue still persists, then we have to come back like, but you didn't tell me say you have to get on top of it. So you can't just make commitment, but then again, when you look at Jonas, he made a commitment for so many things that he has not fulfilled. You understand? Hold on the atom, I can't take a call right now. Hold on the atom, let me end the live first. And no, not the live. G's and P's, no. Atu, oi. Let me end the recording first and then me call you back. Alright? Yes, so what I'm saying, people, this is the same lady, that actually told us that anywhere you see garbage, there's a PMP there. Yeah, man. I'm going to play that clip one more time before we leave, to give context, to show how them people are disgusting.
Comrades, we have to take home is rural. I know you can do it because the person who is in parliament representing you right now is the person who says everywhere garbage there, and there's a PNP go live. No, if that is who you have representing you, you should lead a campaign with everybody who live in this part, not true, to tell them, say, somebody who don't respect you cannot go to parliament to represent you. To be able to do that, comrades, we need to see Comrade Patrick Peterkin in Parliament representing you. A man who looks like you, who comes from a family that is just like yours. A man who is humble but respects you and understands the level of representation and advocacy that you need in Gardner House.
Mighty God, well on the Jamaica, let me get Atu on the line there. Because Atu want to confirm something about this Ochi market, Well on there, let me call back Atu. Mighty God, what Atu I say? Let me get Atu on the phone. Yes. Hopefully it no sound no way. Atu. You hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hold on, take your time. Let me go on mute and take your time and say what I say.
The authorized bathroom in authorized not working. I have a friend who said in the market, you have to go to the bus park to take a shower. The bathroom not working. And you have to pay $200 per day to take a shower.
So you're saying that How long has the bathroom not been working in Ocherius Market?
The ultra bathroom and ultra not working. I have a friend who said in the market, you have to go to the bus park to take a shower. Your bathroom not working. And you have to
Actually, you have the thing playing in the background. That's gonna mess things up. Turn that off.
So you're saying that how long has
You hearing me now?
Oh my God, that is perfect, man. So tell me now what you're saying about the market now.
I have a friend who said in the Woodchurch market, and every day you got to go to the bus park to take a shower because the bathroom in the market not working, and it have to pay $200 per day to take a shower, $50 to go extra to do back 1 and 2. If you have to go there, so it's $200 per day to take a shower, and you have to go to the bus park, the one in the bus park to take a shower, and he's there right now.
I would love to have an interview with that person because the minister categorically said that Miss Nita Garvey is lying. And I want to know how long now the bathroom has not been working in Ocherius Market.
I call you, a matter of fact, I call you. As soon as I get off the phone, I can call him. A matter of fact, from I know him until now. And it's been a while now that bathroom has not been working. You have to go to the bus park to take a shower. And it costs him $200 per day. $50 to do number 2. And there's nothing there. And sometimes the bathroom don't open none at all.
Wow. So it has been a long-standing issue with the bathroom, you're saying?
From ever since it's been going on for a while, and it's been in the market for years now, and it's the same thing. Every time you take a shower, you have to go to the bus park to take a shower. Every day is $200 or $250.
So, I mean, how is it that we can have a market where the bathroom is not working and people selling food? They have to wash their hands. Isn't that like a hygienic issue?
Nothing hygienic around there. For you take a shower, if you want to go back to do number 2, you have to pay $50. No toilet paper, nothing. You have to pay for the toilet paper. You cannot bathe in the market. There's a bathroom in the bus park. That's where you take a shower every day.
Wow. Wow, that's what.
He's there right now.
Wow.
He's there right now. I can give you a number when you get off the phone and you can tell him no.
Wow. Thank you so much, Arthur. Thank you. Yeah, man. God bless you. Well, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I hope the audio was not bad at the end there because I'm maneuvering the speaker and everything. But I said I could get somebody to call and somebody called me. I didn't even know that. I do have a friend in Ocherius Market working there for years. And there you have it. There you have it. So I don't even understand why they lie about stuff like this, ladies and gentlemen. It's pointless. Jamaica is very small. One phone call and we can find out everything we are going. You ever hear about when Mr. Lonesome say my man in the wilderness and him have people all over? Bro, stop it. Stop lying. But I digress because this has been a long reaction and I have to split this video in 2. Then this reaction is a 1 hour long reaction. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Lord have mercy.